Gianmarco Donato, he came on as a sub to get a goal late in the game from Tuesday's win over OCB. Caleb Donqua will get the start at the striker position. David Duque will get his... And we are underway from historic Crew Stadium. New York City FC will just try to pin Columbus Crew back. Talking with Federico Higuain about this game. It's going to be a difficult game. Talks about how NYCFC, they are competitive and intense. They're a team that's good in possession and are aggressive out of it. This will be two competitive teams going out of it, and it'll be depending on how Columbus Crew is able to manipulate the shape of New York City FC and fight for the ball. Going back to that Red Bulls game, Coach Higuain talking about that loss. It was a difficult game. Always is a tough one against the Red Bulls, but need to have the right solutions and come up better and compete better. Need better moments. Just didn't have that in last week's loss. Hoping to change that here tonight at home once again. Columbus Crew dominant at home on the season. Just a one loss coming against Red Bulls. And Flax will walk away, so it'll be Duque taking this ball for New York City FC. The service. Headed on, but right at the hands of Luke Pruder. First save of the game for the goalkeeper of Columbus. 53 saves now on the year for the Redondo Beach native. Columbus Crew on the season, they've allowed just 33 goals on the year, have 4 clean sheets, and Bombley comes up with it for Crew too. Very much growing experience last year, but they talk about the values of this club, the dynamics of the team that they have this season, but they believe in competition as the best education and best part of this environment with Columbus. Lee wants these players to strive to be the best players that they can be. Much different mentality this season than what he saw last year. This ball scooped forward. And last touch by NYC as Duque could not get it on frame. Donato once again will get us going. One of those teenagers, just 17 years old. Donato 17, Panjagi 16 years old. O'Neal Taylor, another one of those youngsters on the squad. Jorge Salmarone in the midfield, 16. This ball knocked aside. Prestes will play it out to the corner. Salmarone playing the ball forward. Here's Bombley in a foot race. Bombley goes between the legs and gets the opening goal of the game! Make it 10 on the year for Kevin Bombley as he and Crew 2 strike first. That goal coming in the 14th minute. How about that ball from Salmarone? Finding Bombley in is just a foot race, and he goes right. This ball flicked ahead. Opportunity here for Danjagi. Danjagi looking to make it 2. This one stopped this time. Still in possession is Crew 2. This ball takes a deflection, goes up and over, and it'll be a corner here. Another ball over the top. Danjagi just right into the leg this time of Learned. Learned getting big once again, this time able to make it. Good movement here by the Pigeons. Flax has a little room to roam up the spine. Flax plays it out wide. Shot and stopped, rebound, picked up. This one blocked, comes right back to Donquay, centers it. Nothing happening at the moment. This ball looped into the spot, but headed away by Crew 2. How about this opportunity right here? This shot is stopped. And then the rebound by Danqua. Gets a shot right there, and you can see the block. But his shot was initially blocked, then the ball came to the opposite side of the box, and ultimately New York City FC couldn't do anything with it. Flax will go short to Duque. Return to Flax. Ponce. Ball to the outside, headed down. Suetsky, oh, just skipped off the end line. Chipped, oh, how about that stop once again by Pruder. Ball in here by Ponce to the backside of the box. Headed down. Suetsky gets a piece, takes a little deflection. I don't know how he gets his right hand on it. And then you see the chip. Couple missed chances. I don't know how Pruder kept the one from just trickling over the end line. Talk about quick reaction. So Luke Pruder denying NYCFC of 2 chances. Pruder with 3 saves in the game last week has matched that total here tonight in the first half. This shot once again blocked. The rebound, and then a collision, and this is going to go to the spot. Here's the shot by Pruder. Sanjic being Donato to the ball. And then you can see the foul by Pruder. That is the Flack's right foot. And we are level as he goes to the left. How about that from Cooper Flax, leveling it up in stoppage time. Scored from the PK spot in the last meeting between these two teams. And there is the whistle as soon as the break. Cooper Flax with a goal in stoppage time to make this game 1-1. Kevin Bombley with the lone goal for Crew 2. Our score at the half is Columbus 1. Columbus looking for back-to-back wins against NYCFC. Before the win, 3-2 earlier in May against this NYCFC side, they did not defeat Duque. Sanjay trying to avoid the pressure here. Brown. Campos loses possession. Bombley flying up the touchline. Plays the ball space. Bombley attacking the area. Bombley cuts it across. Oh, how about that defensive coverage right there by NYCFC. And now we have a corner coming for Crew. How about this recovery run here by NYCFC, getting to the ball first to play that ball away. Bombley, Rogers. Alki on the return pass. Brown trying to go inside, but couldn't connect with his intended target, Jamil Donjagi, but Crew 2 remain in possession. Rogers, Bombley. Here's Brown. Brown cuts it in, looking to get another return. Brown trying to get around his defender, chips it, and how about that goal from Crew 2? Owen Prestes coming up with his second goal for the home side. Great ball movement leading to this goal by Prestes. His second goal of his season. How about the give and go right here from Brown and Donjagi, and then Brown finally 6th in the standings. Prestes, the last goal scorer, charges up. Prestes with the left, feeling it, no rebound opportunity. Played across the ball, he takes a deflection. It looked like it hit off the backside. Left, great save by Learned. Chested down, then played to Bombley, who's waiting at the spot, and then yes, it hits the backside of Campos and goes down, and we'll have a corner. Cimarron, Prestes. Now with the right, the shot, oh, and he has a brace! Owen Prestes with his second of the night. That goal coming 4 minutes after he scored his first. How about this? Moments ago, he tried with the left foot. This time he goes with the right. Over to defend his Prestes. Ponce creating a little space. Back to Ariave. Heading out, though, by Crew 2. Martin. Here's Flax, the goal scorer. On the turn was Molinari. Back to Flax. Flax trying to slip that pass through. Unable to do so. Then Jagi playing this out to Taylor. Taylor. Inside. For Prestes. Looking for a hat trick. Chips it up. And that one kept out. Played back. And now sent away by NYCFC. Prestes nearly had a hat trick. But how about that defending by NYCFC? And Jagi nearly with a goal in the first half, but a great save by Mac Lerner to keep him off the scoreboard.
Leaving the match, number 71, Jamil Dandanji. He's replaced by number 30.
And now Nico Rincon jogging on the field. The other sub, Prince 4-4,
Tristan Brown.
coming in for Tristan Brown.
Number 84, Prince 4-4.
So Prince 4-4 on. Nico Rincon, this will be his 21st appearance of the season. Another play that came up in the Columbus Crew Academy. Prince 4-4, just 17 years old, making his 8th appearance as this ball is played just over his foot. So a chance here for them to come on and hope to close out this game. Alki, great job reading that ball as it was intent for build-in. 4-4. Samaron will go backwards. Samaron getting the assist on the opening goal to Kevin Bombley. That came in the 14th minute. He's got the ball at his feet. Looking for Rincon. Rincon from the top of the area. Prestes. Scooping it. How about the bicycle? Bombley, what a moment that could have been. Trying to create a little wiggle room on Rincon.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a
Prestes sending it up to Bombley. Bombley, a possible chance to get a brace. Bombley to the right foot. Bombley, the shot. Oh, just wide. That would have put the game away for sure, but he couldn't convert. Bombley did just about everything right, create the space that he needed, but just couldn't get the shot on target. Ariave now pushing up. Ariave to his left. Flax. Building unable to connect with the player he intended to pass the ball to. This ball chopped down by Lopez. Player, though, down in the 18-yard box for NYCFC. How about that turn by Sunjic? Sunjic shot. Oh, and Sunjic has a goal, and he makes it 3-2. For Sunjic, his first goal. Ariave doing a good job getting the ball. Sunjic able to get around for Learned. Sends the ball in the 18-yard box, headed up and out. And now Ewing will flick it back. Summerlin sends down to midfield. Martin sends it right back up. Lopez, Ariave. Ariave plays it inside. Back post ball, no one on the backside but Prestes. And he'll send it away. And now Crew 2 and their fans just waiting for that final whistle. This ball whipped into the box, headed out. And now Bombley looking to put it away. Bombley trying to get back as Martin. Bombley shot, and he gets his brace. Bombley with the brace, and he puts this one to bed in stoppage time, and there is the final whistle. So Kevin Bombley now with 11 goals on the season. And Crew 2 get the victory 4-2 in stoppage time. Well, the effort was there by NYCFC. They get a late goal